They have technically been at war since 2000 when the southern Lebanon conflict ended. But Israel and Lebanon seem ready to end their territorial disputes, at least one of them.
We need to wait and see how the talks develop between Maritime, which is pretty divisional, straightforward, mostly on maps, because you don't need to demarcate almost anything at sea, and land, which is much more granular, complicated, and I would say loaded with historical legacy.
The two countries are separated by the so-called Blue Line the United Nations established in the year 2000. They claim the same 860 square kilometer block of the Mediterranean Sea as their exclusive economic zones. The negotiations aim to find a solution that would allow both parties to explore and develop gas fields in the region. The negotiations will take place in Lebanon's border town of Nakura at the headquarters of the UN peacekeeping force. That's about 5 kilometers from where I am now. It's rare for the two sides to hold face-to-face negotiations. And according to Israeli media, although delegations from both sides will be in the same room, the Lebanese representatives will address the Israelis through UN mediators. Some observers say Israel may try to steer the talks towards the normalization of ties.
Maybe the Israeli side will try to discuss issues of security, issues of environment, issues of fishing or something like this in order to try to normalize the discussions and take it to another direction.
However, as Hezbollah holds political sway in Lebanon and considers Israel an arch rival, this is unlikely an option. Last week, the group declared the talks have absolutely nothing to do with reconciliation. Lebanon is battling unprecedented economic and political crisis. With the currency in freefall, mass protests against the ruling classes and a devastating explosion at Beirut port, the country is hoping an agreement with Israel will lead to natural gas exploration, which could solve many of its economic problems. Mustafa Fatih, Theatre World, Rosh Hanikra, Israel.